Hey, what's up guys? Another video here. So today I want to talk about minimalism. So minimalism does actually three things. Number one, it reduces stress. Number two, it reduces thinking. And number three, it reduces expenses. So if you have a combination of all these three things, what's going to happen is you're going to be living a life that has less stress and a life where you don't have to waste your brain power on kind of insignificant things. And number three is definitely one of the most important, is to reduce your expenses. So for example, one person does not need two cars, okay? So that's pretty logical. So you don't want to be paying double the car insurance, you don't want to be paying double the gas, you don't want to be paying double the car payments and so forth, the registration and whatnot. So that's a very logical way to think of things. So you don't need duplicates, especially of a car, especially you don't need two homes, especially if one of them is not producing an income for you. And you don't need to have a large variety of, for example, foods or clothing. So me, myself, again, this is how I do it. So I have a lot of black t-shirts, okay, and they're inexpensive, right? So for example, this shirt I'm wearing now is around like $6. So I can get this shirt instead of buying a, for example, a $22 shirt with some kind of design on it. So that's a way of being mindful. So I do have, simple clothing. The type of foods I have is the same week to week. Okay, so I get my fresh vegetables, I get my protein if I need it, and the same type of items. So in that way, I don't waste time at, for example, I only go to Costco, by the way, so I don't waste time at Costco. So I spend just possibly around 10 minutes in Costco, go in and out, so I don't have to think about, oh hey, what am I getting this week? I have the same meals every day, so again, that reduces any type of thinking or stress that I have about consuming meals. For clothing, I do have, similar pants, so, black or gray pants, so I don't have to think about that, and they're of similar cut, so I don't have to think about if the cut is going to be different or whatnot. So the styling is similar, and I do have work polos that I wear, which are very similar, but they may be of different colors, so just a little variety there, but in essence it's the same type of polo shirt. So again, this minimalism you can apply to all kinds of aspects in your life, so that can include your housing, so you don't have to have an extravagant home, again, which will reduce expenses, but you can still build equity in a sense if it appreciates in value. You can minimize the amount of clothing you have or keep them in similar styles and keep cost effective. For food, again, like I stated, that you can have the exact same food that you purchase week to week, but again, I understand some people want variety, but variety may come at an expense. So again, that's another avenue. And of course, you can have a more minimalistic car. You don't have to have a large SUV. You can have a small sedan, but again, it can have similar utility as far as carrying around stuff or whatnot. So that applies to your whole entire life. Okay, so minimalism also works well with your budget, so you won't overspend your budget, you won't go outside of the scope of your budget. And then what you can do is you can invest regularly an amount that falls within the budget. So if you have a minimalistic life, you can really pare down your expenses and you can control the inflows and outflows of your cash flow. So it'll be very controlled. And again, what minimalism does is, number one, it reduces stress. Number two, reduces thinking about insignificant issues in your life, so you can think about major issues such as retiring early, your investment portfolio, things like that. And number three, it is going to reduce your expenditures. So if you have this mindset of keeping things simple and relatively small and within the scope of your life, then you can really focus on the important things about retiring early, about time freedom, things like that, projects that interest you, and so forth. So it's a really good mindset to adopt, especially if you don't plan to have a family in the immediate future, things like that. So again, if you have more anchors and attachments, it's going to reduce your cost for minimalism. So, you know, as you're a younger person, if you adopt minimalism, it can be probably a really good way to live life and have some kind of austerity measure. And also, if you can increase your income, it can be really important as using minimalism as a valuable tool to achieve your goals of ultimate time freedom by having the avenue to retire early. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.